Part two. I mean, part three. I'm breaking it down. I just saw the movie Sinners. I caught the morning show, and it was amazing. I was in there, and I felt like time was just going by. Even though I was watching a movie, I felt the ancestors. I felt spiritual, especially when they was in the juke joint, and them ancestors started coming down. I was all up in the chair. All up in the seat. I was moving around, and then when Annie, I guess she's a priestess of hoodoo, when she had them bones, throwing them bones to get information, find out what the hell they fake. I was like, yo, tarot readers, priestess, stand up. A lot of them, they talk about us. I'm just saying, they talk about divination. It's the devil work. But you see, she ain't pull out no Bible. And not saying, I understand it's a juke joint, but they weren't quoting no scriptures. I'm just saying, she had them bones. She went back to them herbs, had them eating garlic. We're going to find out who a vampire up in here. And the Bible do speak of different herbs and different stuff. Frankincense and all that mirth. But a lot of y'all Bible thumpers. I don't got nothing against the Bible, because you can use the Bible for spell work, anything you want. That's an all-purpose book, so I don't got nothing against it. Some of y'all Bible thumpers y'all stop playing with me. Y'all know y'all be going in there and be cursing people with that shit. You can curse people, do different things, so that's something that's all-purpose. You can use it for protection. I'm not knocking it, because my background is church. But the ancestors been calling me. I'm like, what the? And I know I had gifts of my own. I'm like, when them ancestors was coming down from different genres and different different times, and they already that vampire wanted a piece of that. He wanted to connect with his ancestors, but it took a black guy that was talented and spiritually connected to bring down them ancestors. Yes, sir. And it let you know them ancestors from different time periods is around you. Or you can call them down. Because I was learning stuff too myself. And some of y'all are so against ancestors. Y'all religion say ancestors bad. They the devil. I'm like, who? My grandma died. She ain't bad. See, a lot of y'all gonna find my grandma. I had a stroke like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and lady I was staying with no good. I kept feeling intuitive, like a dark witch or something bad. I don't know. So how about my great grandma been dead over 30 years. It took my grandma, because I'm a seer in the spirit. It took my grandma, she came down in spirit. I was on the computer, and I was like, grandma? And I called my cousin, like, grandma here. But she was like, that black imp. I was like, damn, that's my grandma, great grandma. She said, use your spiritual eyes. Like she was commanding, use your spiritual eyes. I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay, see the truth. I'm like, oh fuck, this motherfucker. And whatever was being done, it took the matriarch of the family to come down. I'm like, damn, my grandma came from the spiritual realm. That came over here. She needed, because I'm connected to spirit, she needed me to open them eyes, my spiritual eyes. Use those gifts to see. I was like, my grandma did not like what she saw with that woman. She saw that woman doing stuff in the spirit. She saw her. I'm like, grandma came down to the rescue. And that woman, she was doing, I feel it even now. And I told some people she was doing some witchy shit. And I don't got nothing, because I'm a witch too. I don't got nothing against the witchy, healer, shaman, or whatever magic. I don't have nothing against. I'm all for it. It's evil and good to everything. In the Bible and the church and with anything. But so many people judge black culture or black people or people of different races, species, anytime you do magic, witches, warlocks of doing stuff, but they do it even worse. A lot of times I smell a witch. I'm like, hi bitch, because I'm one. Whether you refer me as a priestess, a witch, or whatever, I'm like, bitch, yeah, I smell you. I smell a stank on you. What you call it? Say, I think it was, her removal story when Angela Bassett was playing that Voodoo Princess, when she told that witch, I could smell you. But anyway, and that's neither here or there, but I'm just letting y'all know the ancestors, how they came down. I'm just saying how my grandma Alice, how she came down and told me what that woman Sarah was doing. I was like, damn, Grandma, I came in spirit. I'm telling you, my ancestors are real. I'm like, so when they say don't honor, don't mention nothing about your ancestors, they the devil. Now some of them can be devil like or evil. Some of them you gotta call on the right ones. But I'm like, this woman here done saved my life. She done gave me some information. So how she evil? Okay, how she evil? Because the woman I'm staying with call on Jesus in the church, and she up there doing evil eyes and all type prop whatever. Anyway. A lot of y'all black people, y'all need to tap into who you are. You connect to spirit. Well, some of y'all connect to spirit. But I tell you, bitch, that Annie, she had them bones, and she was popping with that divination. She had them herbs and spices. So a lot of y'all are connected to spirit or your culture. Y'all families used to do that. Some of y'all families do that. Y'all want nobody to know because you go to church thinking, Lord, hallelujah. And I got nothing wrong with it, but they was the S-U-N, burnt them and vampires. And then that vampire was talking about the Lord prayer with Sammy and that water, or something about the water. And to me, it was like he was baptized. It took that son, which Sammy was truly connected to burn them vampire. And of course, when he did the good time, that silver. So a lot of y'all herbs and, you sleep on the tarot readers on psycho divination, on hoodoo, voodoo, and say it's bad. But a lot of that stuff was saving and telling stories. Yeah. So I'm just saying, it's good to evil till everything. Once you do your research, find out who you are, your history. But shout out to all my priests, hoodoo, voodoo, whatever, witches, whatever. I'm talking about on the good side. But that movie was real good. Check it out. Bye, guys.